Hello, everyone. So, today the topic that we are going to discuss in the system design is file storage. And in file storage system, we are going to, cover very common use case, which is document upload. So, before I go into this, I would like to tell you something about this file storage system. You have seen Google Drive, you have seen OneDrive. So, these are all file storage system where you can upload files, and files could be of any type, right? So, let's say you are in a system design interview. As I always emphasize on one thing which is very important, that before you start and giving any answer on any system design interview question, or before you start actually drawing any system diagrams like component diagrams, high level, low level, connecting the blocks and all, it is very, very important to understand, to come with numbers when it comes to data estimates, when it comes to latency, when it comes to throughput. All these are very, very crucial elements, very, very important elements in order to decide which architecture, which design you are going to finalize. So, making diagrams, as I always say, is very easy, straightforward process. Anyone can make flowcharts, anyone can make, rectangle or boxes and connect with arrows, something like that. But the complexity of those systems, the scalability, all the architectural paradigms which exist, right? Principles which exist, they are very important. And who will backfill, who will create the base of those are these fundamental concepts. Okay, these are the fundamental concepts which I always want to cover in all my videos. So, file storage system, right? So, whenever you design something which has this file storage system, we should understand the purpose, scope, and high level architecture, right? Functional requirement, non functional requirement, and all that. Then we can quickly jump to component design. So, I see most of the time what people do whenever you got any system design problem, you go and directly start creating the diagrams like, okay, I have this and that. But before we go for that, let's do some homework. Let's talk about some foundational pillars, right? The basic pillars, or let's say the fundamental concepts behind your component design, behind your data flow, behind your API specifications, and all those, right? So, whenever you want to talk about, let's say, some scalability, availability, and durability and performance, these important estimations which you are doing on data, throughput, latency, and all that, they are going to be very, very important. They play very important role. So, that is the topic here today. We will be covering, like, let's say we are uploading PDF, docx, txt, everything which we know, which we upload. We will be covering all that, and we'll see. So, let's say the interviewer comes in, and what he say? He say, design a system to handle document uploads for 10 million users. All right, each uploading 5 documents monthly. So each one is uploading 5 documents monthly. The average document size is 2 megabytes, and the data is stored for 5 years. So see here, if you have followed my paradigm, like basic principles, you will get to know that what are the clarifying questions that you should put in front, or let's say you should put up front to the interviewer, and then write it down and note it down so that before you go and give a number for that. All right, so talk about clarifying requirements. Users per month, 10 million. 10 million, 6 zeros. Remember, these zeros I always emphasize because these are the number, triplet zeros, they play a very crucial role. Document per user, 5. Document size, 2 MB. Retention period, 5 years. So let's talk about the basic unit here. Because we are talking about users per month, okay, the basic unit would be monthly storage. If you're talking about per second, per day. I mean, these are something which you can derive from your question. Over here, we talk about monthly storage as my unit storage. Okay. Now, monthly data. As I said, 10 million. So when we say 10 million, it is 10 and then 60, right? And then per documents per user is like 5. Every user uploading 5 documents, let's say, every month, right? So it is multi times 5. And then each size is 2 MB. So times 2 MB. So it will be 5 times 2 is 10. So it will be 100 million megabytes, right? 100 million megabytes. So now just focus on these triplets. 3 zeros, this MB will be GB. Again, 3 zeros, GB will be TB. So 100 TB is the monthly storage. When 10 million users are there in monthly, in a month, and every single user is uploading 5 files of each size to MB. So this is monthly data storage. Let's talk about yearly. So yearly is what? You multiply it by 12 because it was your monthly count, right? So when you multiply it by 12, it's like 1200 TB. So now you can also play around with 3 zeros approximate, like it's like instead of 2, you can approximate like 3 zeros. So it's like 1 PB, right? Because 3 zeros you can remove. But yeah, now total storage, because we have to retain this for 5 years. So data has to be archived, or let's say it has to be there in the system at least for 5 years. So in that case, total storage for 5 years would be total data would be 1200 TB per year multiplied by 5. It is 6000 TBs, which is 6 PB, right? Again, whenever it is document, image, videos, one should always talk about, whenever you're giving data estimates, let's say you're talking about numbers, data storage, always have this thing in your mind and put this in front of the interviewer. Hey, this is a text file, this is an image file. Why not we do some optimization in terms of compression? Of course, we can do that. And then get an agreement like what percentage of a compression we want. So I think with the text and all those documents, it is absolutely fine to go to a much bigger percentage. But when it comes to images and videos, it all depends what is the quality that someone is expecting. So the system requirement, the user requirement, if the quality matters a lot, then we can compensate with the with this compression factor. So this is, and again, let's say 50% is the compression which everyone is happy with. So 6 PB or 50% is 3 PB. See how much space you save, right? Which is very important to understand. So this is all for a system design interview question, where we are talking about any system. It could be OneDrive, it could be uh, any Google Drive, wherever you are uploading your files. It could be anything like that. So like, if you talk about, let's say talk about any system like that, and if somebody asks you, hey, do you know how much data this Google Drive has to have like in a 1 year or 5 year, how much data do you think? So these are the numbers on the ground. Yeah, interesting. Yes, Google Drive, if 10 million users are active and uploading 5 files each, and each file is, let's say, roughly around 2 MB, and for 5 years they need 3 PB of data, right? 3 PB of data, and monthly they need around 100 terabyte of data just to store. So the final answer for the from the interviewer to the interviewer is like, system will need approximately 6 PB uncompressed or 3 PB compressed for 5 years. That's pretty much all for this particular problem statement. I see you in another video. Thank you very much.